Hello everyone, StudiousToe here and welcome to the Bagel Nation. You'll notice that we are still playing with music and we're going to be playing Geoguessr, so let's get to it. It's nice, soothing, Soothing Easy Day by Kevin MacLeod. Okay, well, Europe and left side of the road, so possibly UK, looks like, or I suppose technically we could be looking at, South Africa, or what's that place near New Zealand, Australia, or New Zealand for that matter. We're likely looking at English speaking. This doesn't look too Japanese, so I think we're probably looking UK, which excites me because I rarely get UK maps for whatever reason. Some road work is happening. New road layout, yeah, thanks for the reminder. I'm feeling good about the English guess, though. Because that makes me think more New Zealand, just for some reason, seeing sheep. This nice English-speaking, presumably countryside, fits well with our music. Not a lot of road signs to go off of other than these construction signs, but speed in miles per hour? That's curious, a bit. Wee bit curious, if I do say so myself. In some bad amalgamation of British and American Southerner. I mean, I would buy New Zealand, certainly. I'm really digging this music. It's working for me. What does this say? Something about words, I think. I don't know. Let's keep moving. Home of rest for old horses. I hope that's not a glue factory. I hope that's like, you know, a calm stable for retired horses. Oh, I missed a spot shaving. Just so you guys know. It's bothering me now. The Isle of Man. I think we're on the Isle of Man. Now, this is where I get embarrassed and forget which one the Isle of Man is. Isle of Man. So that's already a very good guess. I mean, how big is that? I have to go to the US to find my geographical comparison stick. What's the measuring stick, maybe? What's the thing I'm thinking of? I don't know. But, it can't be, I mean, it looks like it's not a very large place to probably just look over most of the roads. I mean, with all these people, presumably we're in a town, so I would guess that we're maybe in Douglas, somewhere relatively large. There are a bunch of people. That's also a central location, so I would feel okay if we don't find anything in the next few minutes if we made that guess. Caution site entrance, 100 yards. Okay, I'm gonna stop touching my face because there's a spot where I miss shaving, and I'm making a video, so I can't take care of it at the moment. It's the worst. Going 30. Okay, A2, we should be pretty close. There's A2. At the intersection of A2 and A6, I think is what that's telling us. A6, so I did have I was pretty close on where we are, I think. Wait, where's A2? A2 runs that. Anshan. Does A2 just end and then, well, basically turn into A5? Is that how this works? Or you don't get any distances. Okay. So east, Anshan is east on A2, I guess? Or, yeah, on A2. Okay. Right, we are looking east, correct? Okay. So then that way is A6, which would be north. We found A6 was over here. Okay, I know we have enough information to already solve this completely. We could be looking like right here. It's my guess at the moment. Since we are heading east. That kind of doesn't necessarily look like what we're doing, but maybe here? That looks relatively appropriate. Trying to decide if I'm satisfied enough with this answer. Because while heading east, we kind of made a left turn to come to this roundabout or whatever you prefer to call them. That would work. Isle of Man Business Park. I don't think we're quite this. I feel like we're more over here though. And the rest of the world, besides America, seems to really like roundabouts. So they are, you know, everyone gets to keep moving for the most part. So they are nice that way. But we like unnecessarily stopping at stop signs more than you folks over there. Borough of Douglas. Check this sign. Just should have the same information, just basically backwards. The south, Castletown, A5, and then Douglas. So I'm thinking we're pretty close with this guess. Maybe Foxdale and Douglas on A6. Douglas is that way. So presumably Foxdale is somewhere. We are west of Douglas, east of Foxdale. At this point I should just go ahead and make a guess, but we're getting there. We're getting there. Which way have we not gone? We haven't gone this direction, I don't think. Check this sign. Further get our bearings, even though we should already know. National Sports Center. You know, I'm having a little too much trouble with this. A6. I think I'm gonna make the guess. I don't want to though, because that looks cool, whatever that is. This sign is gonna, I mean, I keep looking at signs that have the exact same information on them. International Business School. National Sports Center. Didn't we see that one on the map, or did we just see the, or in this, or did we just see it on the map? Wait, National Sports Center? International Business School. Never mind. I'm confusing myself. That's why I think I'm seeing things. I mean, we know we're in this general area. Douglas, Foxdale, A24. We saw A24. It was around here. There's A24. So if we head straight, we get to A24. Left and right are A6. And backwards is nothing, apparently. Well, not apparently, just... Left and right are A6. So somewhere that intersects with A6, and we are headed east. Or A2. No, A24 is to is to the east. A18 towards Ramsey is also east, and A1 towards Peel is east. So I'm thinking we're more up here. Peel Road, perhaps? That's feeling good. That's feeling better. Ramsey. Maybe these were roads, some of them? I don't know. Farm Hill Lane? I mean, we did see the horses, but I think I'm gonna be disappointed with how easy it will be to find where we are. Like, we've got so much information, it's just I'm missing the catalyst that starts the reaction. 24. So we must be on A2. So we're looking for the intersection of A2 and A6. And well, we only have A6. So let's just follow it around. I mean, I think we've seen the whole thing already and we haven't come across the A2. Real fascinating, I know, but no, I'm committed. We're on A2. A24, A3. A2. Okay, we're on A2 and we're headed east. And if we keep heading east, we will get to, or if we head north or south, we will get to A6. A6, is it just have like a sister road up here? Or maybe if we keep heading east, we'll get to A2. So we're probably on A5 then? So then left, does it have... Does A5 and A6, does A6 keep going in either? Okay, well then where's the... A6, then it would seem that there it would... No, that doesn't really go to Douglas, though. Maybe this is the part that goes to... That kind of goes to Douglas, so... And then if we go... What if we have to go east? We're headed east, so we go north. We turn left, turn right. I think that's about where we are. I don't know. Right now. So then, I think this is the. I think this is our intersection. I think this is what we're looking at. Okay. So I'm gonna put the pin right in the middle. And we're gonna go to the start and then try and find that intersection again, hopefully, and then stop wasting time on this, because it took us a while to find that intersection. Which direction did we head? That's the bigger question. Maybe not. We can probably. We'll just head the opposite direction. Okay, this is the direction we headed. Down this road. Well, It's relatively straight, so there's some turnage to the right that we can use to pinpoint our location. I'm sorry, this is probably kind of boring to watch, but we're gonna get a good score. And okay, let's go the other direction. Actually, let's try that real quick. I believe it's the other way. Yeah. Let's go backwards on the road because that's what I prefer to do. Because this will presumably I mean, based on where I think we are, I think we should just hit another road at some point. This. Another fairly considerable road. I'm hurrying. Might not have been a better idea. I need to stop touching my face where I've failed to completely shave. There's a Doctor Who booth. I don't actually... I've seen like 3 episodes, I think, of Doctor Who. And... you know, I tend to like British things. I don't think Doctor Who is one of them. And I should love it, because I'm a nerd, and I like some sci-fi-ish things. I'm not a Star Trek nerd or anything, but I guess that's the problem. I try to be a cool nerd. I like Star Wars, not more than Star Trek. I like J.J. Abrams' Star Trek. I appreciate the philosophical nature of Star Trek, but like, well, you know, Star Wars has cooler philosophy. It's like, the Force, it's all around us, man. I won't turn to the dark side, brah. It's a lot cooler. Okay, we shouldn't have come this direction. We're looking. I mean, if we find a long and winding road, Beatles style. I mean, Beatles all British, and oh goodness, I don't remember stuff from the UK Explained video by CPG Grey that I watched, but I mean, there's a lot of it explains the UK very well, except that it's also very quick because that's his style, and you're not supposed to remember everything. You're just supposed to kind of pick up on 1 or 2 facts, I think, and then rewatch it if you actually want to know it by heart. I'm gonna probably just leave my guess where it is because I've had it there for like 4 minutes. Like, we haven't gotten much closer in 14 minutes. Like 4 minutes in, we had a pretty good guess going. Okay, is this some kind of just grain operation thing that looks really cool over to our right? We can't see. Okay, I guess just from some angles it looks really cool. Old horses. Let's just go till we get to the sign. We can figure out which direction we need to go from this intersection. I'm so sorry. I mean, hopefully we'll get 5,000 points and make fun for it. So if we keep, okay, from this intersection, we're gonna get to A2. So it's that direction. Yeah, okay. So are we on the A5? Is that where we are? Then we get to the ace. I think we're coming from this direction. I think that's fairly safe to assume at this point. And then we take this leftish turn to get to the intersection, yeah? So then we just follow the road back to where we started. And it's kind of fairly big right turn, then a bit of a left, kind of winding. I think we're around here now, maybe. Does that look right to you guys? I could be wrong. I think well, we didn't see the country club, did we? Subtle bend in the road. I think we're right about there, maybe. I don't know. I should have been paying better attention to this. And then we're getting this curve now, I think. Oh, maybe not. We're turning left-ish. Or maybe that's where we are? We're gonna be wrong, aren't we? Just gonna be wrong. Is that a long driveway? Can't really tell, but we'll pretend that it is. Okay, then if that's correct, then we should be pretty close to 2 more driveways on the left. I don't think we are. Have we already gotten back before where we started? I think we might have. Okay. Or I'm gonna say we are. Okay, final answer, Bob. Okay, I'm fine with that. I wish I had. We were sitting getting so close. Could have gotten 5,000 points. Oh well. We may only do 2 rounds in this video based on the pace that we are currently proceeding at. Okay. Vehicle. Can't really see a license plate shape. I think we're looking at Europe again. I know. Some people in the UK don't like to be called Europe, partially with the European Union distinction, and partially just because I don't know, they want to be their own thing. They're kind of the Americanized Europe, and I realize fully that the good Americans came from the evil British. Oh, my favorite. I think we're right here. I don't know. Okay, we're seeing the encyclopedia AE stuck together, which I will now embarrass myself by looking over the countries and just looking for that, using that to guess the country that we're in. Look in Denmark. I don't know. Somewhere in this neck of the woods, I think. B. We look like we're pretty far from any coasts. Maybe a good Geoguessr challenge would be not being allowed to move, other than just looking around, not being able to move where the Google car is. Might try that out. What do you guys think? Middle fart? Noted. My next vacation is going to be to Middle Fart, Denmark. So I think we're looking at Sweden right now, based on. But well. Wait, what is this considered? Is this? Because I'm bad at borders to begin with, much less borders that are hard to see. Is Denmark? This island? I don't know. Is this its own island? I should know where Copenhagen is. You hear it enough. I don't know. I'm embarrassing myself. I'm about to just look it up so I know. Okay. Quit. I apologize for your boredom. We are leaving the town of Holtug, which doesn't appear to be particularly large. I mean, I think we're looking more inland than I currently am. Holtug. Holtug. Okay, this is stupid. We're leaving Holtug. Okay. For a brief moment, this looked more promising. Now it looks more promising, just not as promising as I might have expected. These European roads that have sharp turns and weren't designed for cars. Well, we're headed west. Robbie or Raby and Clipping, yeah. I don't know. I mean, these are just towns though, so these aren't gonna show up unless we're right on top of them, so. Judging by the fact that there's stuff that way though, I'm gonna try this direction. And if we get to, I don't know, 35 minutes, I'm gonna call it and just guess literally right there. That's where I see those AE smushed. So. Did we make a turn unnecessarily? Unintentionally? I'll make sure that we didn't. Gosh, Amsterdam. Did you guys, you've probably seen the last episode by now, if you're watching this one. Oh, I was so just intent on guessing poorly on one particular map. I was just locked in to the worst guess possible. Anyone know what the equivalent of a US area code of this is? We're leaving what town? Raby. I mean, I understand some of the appeal of these. I mean, this looks like the nice version of some stuff near where I live, just kind of out in the country. Nice version, I guess, because Europeans have better. I don't know. I'm young and angsty, and I hate everything that I am a part of, and love everything that I'm not a part of, because I want to be anywhere but where I am. I think that's what I'm really saying. I think that's the subtext. Okay, this should be getting closer to what we actually want to find. We're on the 261. mean, I'm going off. Oh! Well, I guess that's our guess. We were about to find it too. Oh, well, we still managed. Oh, that was an accident. Let's do one more map. We got time. Still got a few minutes left of the playlist, I believe, as well. Oh goodness, why can't I think of where I think we are? Looks distinct, but I just cannot. I'm noting the style of this road with the dashed lines on the outside. Somewhere in this neck of the woods. I think we're looking. Although this will be a very difficult place to find because it looks Australia style in that there are no road signs. And we're going to be pretty far away from civilization, I assume. But I shouldn't assume too much. This is a distinct and beautiful place. I should probably have some sort of knowledge of where I think we are. This place really is beautiful. I'm trying to trick Geoguessr into being nice to me and just happening to give me an answer by saying, "Oh man, this whole world is so beautiful, man. We gotta preserve it and we gotta love it. This whole world that we got, it's the only one we got." Now you hear? Kilometers an hour, so not America. Just in case you were still holding on to that. Strangely reasoning. I don't know. I love the way this place looks. Can I have a house here? A nice studio. Some good internet. I find more and more my definition of acceptable living is just, is there fast download speed? Is there fast upload speed? Bachfjord? Bachfjord? We'll just zoom in and find it. I want to say... This is my whole strategy. Just look for words that look similar. Fjord. I don't know. Bachfjord. There's a sign though, so we're approaching somewhere. Shoot. We were headed this way, weren't we? I'm 90% sure. Well, I want to come here and take pictures because, goodness, it's beautiful. Oh, the little... I guess those are... Ooh, is that where someone lives? It's hard to judge the distance with everything in focus like this. Or sort of in focus. The large depth of field. We're on Road 889. Saw that sign. I've already forgot everything except for the fjord. Oh, and 889. Like, I think this is a fairly distinct region of the planet that I should have a better idea where we are without thinking about it. but I can't place it. I know I've seen photos of such places, this. Just skip the. I probably also romanticize mountains because I've never really. I mean, now I sort of live near mountains, but they're Texas mountains. They're not even this caliber of mountainous, really. I lived in Florida so long, which is, I mean, completely flat, pretty much. Crap, we were headed this way, right? So easy to. I need to keep just an eye on the compass, honestly. We might be going backwards now, I'm not sure. Have listened? We're in like Iceland, are we? 889. It does strike me as a place that I wouldn't. That I would. I don't know. These nondescript, non-lettered roads seem to fit the. You just riding along the coast? I don't know. The language looks close enough for me. It's closer than what we've seen before. There could. I would definitely entertain. Is that really all that necessary? Are you getting somewhere that much quicker? Not like there's something right here. I guess there's a road, but I mean, I'm sure it's a cool bridge, I guess, since it's all curvy and looks like there's a nice span for larger boats, but who am I to complain? I love bridges. Why am I getting mad? 899. I mean, Iceland strikes me as someplace that would have this sort of beautiful coastal roads that I'm seeing. The language seems to fit. The numbering seems to work. Are we seeing any O's with the lines through them though? That's the big. That would be the big problem, because that's a pretty distinct thing. You wouldn't think that they would just have one town with that. Since we're going all along the coast and not finding an 889 or confirmation that we're here. Again. I don't think they would need an 889 here, would they? Or have a Google car, but honestly, never heard of that place. I mean, I can see this being an island. We're pretty far in, aren't we? Here's a pretty big inlet. Is that the... I don't think that's the right word, but it's a word that I think works. I think we're on 889. Something Ford. We're driving just right along the coast. Somewhere beautiful. It could be more northern. I can see that. Looking into Sweden, way up here. What direction are we? With water to our west. I suppose this could be like a lake or something. I mean, it is looking like the water equivalent of a peninsula. Older Fjord, 70 miles away. Older Fjord. Where are we? Okay. For some reason I still want it. The water, we would be looking out to our west to see water. Yes, our west. For some reason I still haven't given up on Iceland. Sign of civilization! Schenker DB Logistics. Make sure we're still at 889, I suppose. See if this sign kind of... Is there one going in the opposite direction? Maybe way down there, but we'll just see if there's an angle where we can... Yeah, 889, so I still remember that correctly. That might be the same sign we saw earlier at this. Wouldn't be particularly weird. It's been a particularly long episode so far, and we are only on run 3. Oh, hey! Change of season! Oh, just briefly. I guess they have... Oh, man! It's beautiful, covered in ice and snow. I made a snowman this morning, actually. I wish we could see that Google Street View. I also romanticize snow, having grown up in Florida. Anything cold. Here's the side of the road. I apologize for the repetition of the soundtrack. I'm nosing it. Maybe you're not, because I picked the songs out. Probably just download a bunch of songs from the YouTube audio library to have on hand, so that we can, have a couple hours of music to cycle through. See what this says? Probably says there's a turn in the road, okay. Lortidsminor, 1 kilometer. Okay. Well, we've been going long enough, and seeing as we're presumably about to find civilization with a cloverleaf or just the apple thing, I don't know. There's a promise that something is coming. Someone loves someone on July 7th, 2007, I guess. Good for you, kid. It's an intersection? Oh, snow, yay! Or ice. Iceland. Be Greenland. I don't know what kind of culture or language exists in Greenland or where the people are, but... Aw. It would stick. Okay, so the water presumably goes out to the east. We seem to have found the end of this. We just zoomed in and this was it. Where are the people in Greenland? I honestly... Are there people in Greenland? Maybe that's a... It's a country, right? Like, people... Not just... I know it's cold and frozen, but... The Greenland is icy and Iceland is green-y. Okay, I don't think that's gonna be fruitful. So presumably we're on the eastern coast of whatever this place is. We're on road 889. We're gonna finish this. We're gonna finish this. I'm getting tired of this round, but we're moving away from the coast. We're yachting. And I like these roads that aren't so much point A to point B, but are, okay, we're just taking the path that works. I know it's inefficient and all, but in America we like to blow things up if we don't like the path that we take through them. Okay. Havoysund. Didn't we see that at 20? Have we really gone 10 kilometers? I mean, presumably it's a fairly significant town. Maybe that word just means gas. There's gas in 20 miles. Or petrol for you, European-like people. And at this point, I'll just throw in another casual jab at America. They seem to do that pretty frequently. Sometimes not so casual. Should work on that. Shouldn't be quite so critical. It's a nice town, America. We got roller coasters, so... Lots of cars on the side of the road, man. Maybe they want to look at the Google car. It's like the 4th or 5th one we've seen, right? I try to skip too much, but I mean, my fear is that at some point we just turned around and someone walking, maybe hitching their way. It's not that hard to get turned around. This game. Eric Mangler. Ooh. Some sort of construction. We're nearing civilization. Hype. We've gone on this long, and there's still promises that we're approaching something. Maybe they're just building the road. Crap, were we? I think we were going in this direction. Actually, I'm thinking we weren't. Wait, we were heading north-ish. Not that I mean, the road turns so much that I'm gonna be very disappointed if we. I think this is. You see a guy on the right side of the road before. Walking with a dog, so I think we're headed the right way. And now I'm singing. 40. So the last time we saw that, there were signs on both sides of the road, so I think we're headed in the right direction. I would have noticed. Is that for fishing? Is that for maybe saltwater farming or something? I don't know. I don't know proper terminology, but that's my assumption. Maybe some sort of marine biologies. Some sort of biologies. Biology, not my favorite subject, I'm realizing. I enjoyed it in high school because I don't know, I had a good teacher. Tourist info! Hey, we're getting somewhere! Hype! Vegborn! We still don't even know what country this is. Oh, I've never been so glad to see civilization. Is that bridge that I saw earlier? It's probably not the one that I complained about. Were we in Iceland? I think we were in Iceland. We're facing... Is that the bridge I was facing? No, wasn't that one. Was it? Or down here? It was at the end of a... There. What if we... What if it actually is? We're facing west? I mean, I don't think that makes sense for what that bridge is, but... Ah, civilization height. We're about to be on this bridge, facing a little bit north, but mostly west. This bridge seems to go north-south. I may never have been more excited to see civilization. Come on, let me grab. Sorry, probably shouldn't be singing to pieces I don't know. We gotta go 20 kilometers. And then we'll figure out where we are. Arctic view. I think we're somewhere very northern. Just check. 889. 883. Okay, there's water that goes out to the east, so we're presumably near the east coast of a country with a road 889. Where was that 883 that we found? Oh, come on. Don't give me flags, because then I have to pretend. I have to show my ignorance. Nice place. I understand why they need tourist info. Probably just tourists, because it's probably cold. Too cold to be here 10 months of the year. Well, almost an hour in, we found civilization. Looks like a decently large town. You're close together, probably by necessity, based on the terrain. What country is that flag belong to? I'm gonna use the excuse that we haven't seen a full flag, like, it's kind of hard to... If this was your flag, you'd recognize it, but it's hard to tell what it looks like based on the flags we've seen. How far zoomed in are we? To the east, there is water. Right? I don't... I mean... red houses and red roofs mean Norway, according to Northern Line. At least Scandinavia. I mean, which way is the water? I was just so happy to find civilization. I'm like, let me go down this road. This road, there are houses and everything. Oh, shoot. You can actually be able to see a flag. So then I have no excuse left for not knowing it. The bridge is this way. We're headed back towards the bridge. Let's try going down here. Come on, people, you need more signs. Have we signed patent slip? Is the patent office? I don't know. So a north-south bridge. Okay, there's water that goes out to the west. So we're, you know, there's water going in both directions. Probably why they needed a bridge. Not a very large bridge, but it's a north-south bridge. It's very, well, it's a curved, but it's pretty much dead on the money. North-south, like the overall, the average of the whole thing is north-south. The curve is over the water. Over an hour. That's a new first. This is, some seeds are gonna be like this. That be it? No, because that water, It narrows right there. Oh, I sure wish it was though. You know, it kind of works, honestly, the road path. But it doesn't work that well because, you know, the whole road that we're on doesn't exist on this, so. Unfortunately, we have to keep looking. Just give me a sign. Hit me, baby, one more time. I'm gonna say if we take more than another 5 minutes, we have to move on. This video is way too long. We've just been traveling through some Arctic view country, town, city, land. I mean, I think we've got the region of the world correct. Just not much else. That's not northern enough, really. Place with a north-south bridge. I mean, this looks like a big enough town that we'll be able to see the, No. 889. We saw 883 somewhere, if only I remembered which country we were in at the time. I mean, I want to say it was Sweden, but... Okay. Northern Iceland. Iceland. Doesn't give us the bridge we need. I mean, I may go for broke if we can't find everything and guess Iceland, go all or nothing. We've got a good score going. Might just be the time to take a risk, and there's no town there. I want it to be Iceland. I have my doubts. But mostly because we've looked all up and down most of the island, and that is, yeah, it's an island, it's not a continent. A large island, I suppose. It's about the size of the UK, I suppose. Both major islands. Oh. Knowing what I know now, I would have cut in the middle of this. This is going to be like a 1 hour first part and a 15-minute second part. But you live and you learn. We're not in a rush, are we? Norway feels good, I guess, if we have to get somewhere. That's a pretty small bridge, so I'm probably looking... I'm not looking far enough away to... The 18... Just an 889. Islands that have gotten names but are not not settled. That's what I'm looking for. They're untouched. Guys, this place is beautiful. Geoguessr, give me something, give me something, bruh. I've been at this for what, like 25 minutes maybe? What do I do? What do I even do? I mean, we look around a little more. I wish you could drop points on the way that you could teleport back to at any time. Because obviously I don't want to go back to start and lose 20 kilometers of progress, but... this is going to be a heartbreaker, isn't it? What is our safest bet at this point? Because that's what I have to do. Okay. Pavoy's son. Did we see that on the map? Am I imagining that? Oh. And this suggests that we're at the western portion of a country, but there's stuff in the distance, so that's probably not. So much of what I have is just guessing. Arctic view. $820, $821, 2. What was the place called? Havoy Sund patent slip. So I think that maybe that means having that town's gift shop or something. $889, $889, $867, $848. That a road? That just like a ferry line? I mean, I think we're looking in the right area. I think we're on the right path. But... this is the longest video of Geoguessr I've had. This might be my longest video of YouTube. On YouTube, period. Havoy Sund. Come on. Give me a break. Havoy Sund. I've given so much to you, Geoguessr. I've given you my, I don't know, my life, my future, my hopes, my dreams. And what do you give me in return? Huh? Huh? $888. You go this direction, we'll find $889. I mean, we're going to get a pinpoint answer, which is not true because I'm not going back 20 kilometers to figure out where exactly we started, but I mean, this kind of fits somewhere around here. It could be 90? Oh, come on. Quit playing with me, Geoguessr. You know I don't like your games. Quit breaking my heart, Geoguessr. Ugh. I have other things I need to do today, game. I can quit you anytime I want. Oh, you know I can't stay mad at you. Seriously, just like... We're gonna go through the whole playlist twice, aren't we? 890. One. All right, Hammerfest. This might be my guess. So I guess 889 is mostly an east-west road. I mean, it has similar... I mean, I feel good about being somewhere near here, but... 894? Maybe they'll intersect, I don't know. I don't even remember how long into how far into the video we were when we started this, but it's been a while. It's been a little while. It's 889. FV264. It turns into 89 or something. I mean, it's the same. It looks the same kind of velocities about. Fjord. I think I might just make my guess, guys. It's alright. I might have trouble with it. 889. I mean, that's how far we got. That's how far we got. Even if we had gotten exactly where we were on the map, we still would have been that far off. This seems like a good wrap-up song. Guys, I've been StudiousToe, and that's the most disappointed I've ever been in getting over 4,500 points. I mean, what kind of road system is this? So you have 889 over here, and then you have 888 and 890 over here. You guys realize that makes no sense, right, Norway? Get your act together. I've been StudiousToe. This has been Geoguessr. If you enjoyed it, leave a like. If you want to comment, leave a comment. We're gonna keep going in part two, which will maybe be 20 minutes, hopefully less even. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Most of them aren't nearly this long, as well as other content such as this war of mine. Thanks for watching. Enjoy your stay in the Bagel Nation.